Hi, my beautiful earth signs. My name's Kim Enchantress, and I'm here to do your Halloween reading for the 31st of October 2019 for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. As you can see, I've got 3 piles here, and I want you to pick whatever one you're drawn to. And we've got the first pile is the black tourmaline. We've got the second pile, which is the amethyst, and the third pile, which is citrine. So whatever you're drawn to, I will put time signatures down for pile 2 and 3, so you can just scroll across. Now, the first card that I've picked for you, and it's from the Fairy Forest by Lucy Cavendish, is the Weaver. And the Weaver is definitely about fate and destiny, and it's also about being weird, feeling weird. Now, excuse me, you have inherited aspects of your family's honour and weird, and the actions of your ancestors have had a ripple effect on your life. So it may be that you've worked through some of this impact with strength and ability. There may be more work to do yet, and you have free will, and you also have a destiny, and the two dance together and form a pattern that is very unique to you. And this is your contribution to the web of weird. Now you can see the web in the background. And every action has an impact. So every choice that you make will create results that are impossible to see now. So you need to consider the choices before you and choose what is for the highest good of all involved. What is the most honourable and beyond the personal. So ask no person to give up their personal honour to further your own ambitions. Consider the impact of your choice into the future, and consider the ancestors and what they would feel about your choices. So you shall now choose well, for you are weaving the world that was, weaving the present moment, and weaving the world that shall be. What happens to one of us in our own country or town or family happens to all of us. So every act vibrates throughout this universe, and on this great energetic web we are in. So in every moment, with every word and thought and deed, contributing to this great grid of energy. So that's a message that's coming through strongly for whoever's picked pile 1. Now I have also picked some cards from the Enchanted Lenormand deck from Caitlin Matthews and Virginia Lee. And we have the key, we have the tree, and the tower. Now the key is definitely something that you need to pay attention to. It is destiny. If you had a question when you came to this channel, the answer is yes. It's about having that light bulb moment, the aha moment where you think of solutions. It is definitely something you need to pay attention to, something that is needed and wanted. Now the tree is your overall health and vitality. It can be ancestors, past life connections, and it does represent being patient here, earth signs. We have the tower here, which can represent loneliness at times, but it also has boundaries and restrictions associated with it. So there could be a law, connotation, can't be government bodies, that type of thing. So what I'm feeling here for you is that maybe you have a good sign of health, and this is your destiny. Now, with the key and the tower together, this could be something that's important to you, and a government department that's important to you, or it could be a hospital with the tree and the tower. So this is something that you need to pay attention to, maybe health matters that you've inherited from your ancestors perhaps. So that's a message that's coming through strong for you. Now from the Animal Tarot deck by Doreen Birch and Radley Valentine, we have the Awakening card, number 12, Major Arcana card. So this is very important. It is the giraffe, and the giraffe is telling you that you need to look at your situation in a different perspective. So whatever it is, it may not make sense to you here, earth signs, but for some reason, if things are delayed in a situation, or something's become at a standstill for you. It's only temporary, and things will definitely start moving again. So it's definitely, this giraffe is looking at a situation upside down. So maybe you need to look at this situation in another way and transform what it is that you're feeling. Now, whether it's definitely to do with health matters or past life connections that are destined, maybe it's you may need to spend some time alone here so you can reflect on your past 12 months. But definitely God is intervening here and helping you through whatever this matter is. Excuse me. So that was pile 1 if you pick pile 1. Now if you pick pile 2, the amethyst, we have the Green Witch from the Fairy Forest deck. And the Green Witch is telling you that there's something fresh and new that's coming to you. It is about feeling springtime, that type of energies. But I'm going to read a little bit more in depth for you to see how this is going to play out. Now, definitely the Green Witch is when you've got the feeling of a pure heart, the whole world is full of potential. And this is a message from this innocent Green Witch to you. She is as green and as fresh, new shoots from the seed pushing urgently towards the sun. So maybe this is something that you've nurtured. And she's definitely connected to the earth, flowing with the cycles of nature. She is green, and that she looks as much to the natural world for company. Maybe it's as you looking for friendships and fulfillment, something new and fresh. And she's also here to remind you to begin to reconnect to the wild green world, to the fairy forest, all about you, to go back to the place where you empty yourself of expectations and stories and knowledge, and just admit that in some circumstances, at some times, you are a babe. Maybe you're a newborn, and in that moment of unknowingness and of admitting and embracing your own powers of renewal, you can finally learn what it is you need to learn and why you're here and what you need to learn from that. So be not so certain or so experienced when this card comes to you. Be new, be fresh, be unwise, be unknowing, be innocent, and then the new cycle can truly begin. So that's a beautiful message for somebody. Now, in the Enchanted Lenormand cards, we have the ship, we have the crossing, and the mice. Ship is definitely about travel. Now, this could be a fated trip or a trip that becomes a problem, a stressful trip with the mice. It could be you going back to your place, a special place or a journey. It's a pilgrimage card. And just be mindful that on your travels that you don't lose any documents or someone steals from you on this trip or journey. But it's definitely going to a foreign place. Now, with the Animal Tarot card here, we have the Four of Spring, which is the otter. But it's telling you it's definitely time to kick back and celebrate all that you have. So you've got your abundance here with the ship. You're definitely moving forward. And you've got to feel that joy that comes from your success in your career. So this could be you traveling for your career, or maybe you've started a project like the Green Witch said, that everything's starting to sprout now. And probably, you're going to lead a very happy life ahead of you. So that's a message that's coming through for you. So I'm going to read a little bit more in depth from the book and just let you know how this is going to pan out for you. But with this Four of Spring, it's definitely about happiness, fun in life, contentment. It is definitely about family and big life events. So the first 3 animals in the suit of the spring have had you pretty busy, but now it's time to kick back, relax, and be grateful for all that you have. Now, the otters on the card symbolize joy and satisfaction. which may come from success in your career, the completion of a project, or a very happy home life. In fact, the odders can represent big changes on the family front, such as marriages, births, or acquiring a new home. All in all, life is good, and also it's telling you to have fun here. So that's a beautiful message if you've picked the amethyst, pile number 2. So we'll pop them down. Now, if you've picked pile number 3, we have the citrine, and the card that came out for you from the fairy forest was the golden unicorn. It's a beautiful card here, and it's about protection. It's about someone that is a champion, and definitely a guardian in some form. Now, I'm going to read from the book and tell you what it's all about, and you can take it in your situation if you've picked pile 3. So definitely everyone deserves to have another person in their life with whom they can turn to for protection and care. When this card comes for you here, Earth signs, a golden unicorn is showing you the path to a person, advisor or mentor who will assist you through challenges you are now facing. When the golden unicorn appears, it is if a beacon of hope for the right guidance has come through, and what seems to be impossible can be achieved, and you will no longer feel so raw or vulnerable and able to go on. Now, the golden unicorn appears to show those who are facing a unique unjust circumstance, and they will show you step by step how to get through this time. And when it seems that all friends have fallen away and the world is no longer a safe place. Now, they lead with reason, intelligence, and intuitive brilliance. So with their guidance, you will come to a safer place within the world and be wiser in your choices regarding friendships and your partnerships. So you are wiser now, and you will never be quite so hurt again. There is now protective energy about you, and it is safe for you to leave the current circumstances and create a new path for yourself. And the judgment you have sensed about you will now dissipate, and true good people will enter your life to help heal the pain of friendships that have fallen by your wayside. Now, we have from the Enchanted Lenormand cards here, we have the lily, we have the man, and we have the garden. So the lily is definitely someone who's very wise and experienced. It can also mean harmony and peace, finding your zen. We've got the man here, so this could be a man who was possibly famous in the public eye with a garden. And maybe it's about just going to social events for seniors, or maybe one of you are a public lover that you're trying to pursue. But this is going to be good for you. So from the Animal Tarot deck, we have the Ten of Spring. Now, the Ten of Spring is a Saint Bernard dog, and it's telling you that you have been working too hard lately. Maybe it's all that your stress has become too much for you. So although you have friends that have fallen by the wayside, you need to reach out to help from others. And the divine is putting these people in your path. So you need to take some time to play and enjoy your life. Definitely being overworked here. So you need to find a balance between work and play. Now, this Eight of Spring is a card about feeling drained and stressed, but for happy reasons. And it also signals overwork, definitely anxiety. And the Saint Bernard is taking on too much. So with the weight of the world on your shoulders, especially that. Now, often it's a case of trying to make other people happy by seeing their needs in an unhealthy way. So you need to switch off from all of that. So if you picked pile number 3, that was your reading. Thank you very much, Earth Signs, for stopping by. Happy Halloween. Bye for now.